guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about Sugar Rush, which is Tarte's new brand. It, I believe, is exclusively available at Ulta. I'm going to do a little demo, share my thoughts on the products that I've tried. So if you're interested in that, stick around. And if you haven't already, definitely subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. I do tons of product reviews, try-on hauls, fashion stuff, all of that. So if you're interested in that, subscribe down below and let's get into it. Not gonna lie, that was really weird. I started talking and then my intro came out differently than it normally does, and I feel weird right now. Like I should redo it and say the thing I normally say, but we're just gonna roll with it. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I went out the Monday after this launched, like the day after it launched, and everything was sold out. The only thing I was able to pick up was the Preppy Precision Liner. Nothing else was in stock. So I was stocking all of the Ultas by my house, and I finally found a few of the products that were available at an Ulta like 15 miles away. So I drove over there and got the products. So I have a Velvet Liquid Lipstick, the Cream Blush, and the Cheek and Eye Palette. So I'm going to test out all 4 of these products, share them with you. I think kind of the thought and feeling behind the brand is definitely more cutesy. It actually kind of reminds me of Too Faced, like this seashell packaging and then this little watermelon. I think it's just very, it's a little bit younger than Tarte normally, even though Tarte is pretty cutesy too. Also, all of Sugar Rush's products are $35 or under, so that's a plus if you're looking for something a little bit more affordable from Tarte. And yeah, so I'm gonna hop into the demo and kind of talk to you guys about the products, and I will also link everything that I mentioned down below. I'm actually wearing almost all Tarte on my face, so I will link all of the makeup that's on my face down below as well. I already have my foundation on and a little bit of contour. So the first product I'm going to go in with is this blush. It is called Beach Cheeks Cream Blush, and it's in the shade Ocean Girl. So the packaging is just this plastic outer seashell. And then on the inside, it has a little mirror. And then this is the product. It is a cream blush. Okay, this is so weird doing it with my right hand. Okay, I can't do it. So this is what it looks like. It's a really nice, like muted mauve-y color. And I'm just going to pick some of this up with my sponge that I used for my foundation. And I'm just going to dab that onto the apples of my cheeks. So that is what it looks like. I'm just gonna finish up the rest of my face makeup and then I will move on to the next product. I just threw some highlight on, so now I'm gonna go in with the eye and cheek palette. This is the Sweet Slice eye and cheek palette. I think the packaging is very cutesy. It's just that cardboard packaging and it has a magnetic closure. And then on the inside, it has a nice big mirror. And these are the shades. So this is a blush, and then all of these are eyeshadows. I'm going to just fast forward this eye look and point to things and tell you guys what shades I use so that I don't bore you to death. The first shade I went in with was Just Ripe, and I just put that everywhere in my crease, just very messily. Next, I went in with Flip Flops and did the exact same thing, just blending this into my crease. Next, I went into 2 Scoops, and this is a darker shade. I wanted to put it on my outer corner, but as you can see, I had to dip in quite a few times trying to get pigmentation out of it. Lastly, I went into Sweet, and the same thing. I had to dip in quite a few times trying to get the pigmentation all over my lid. I think it ended up looking really, really pretty, but it was definitely a shadow that I had to continue building up. I just finished my eyeshadow look, and now I'm going to go in with the Preppy Precision Liner. This is like the world's skinniest little eyeliner. So it comes out right here, and once you click it up, you can't click it back. So only click up what you want. And I'm just going to line my upper lash line with this. Now I'm going to go in with eyeliner. I was a little confused about this because they do include the Lights Camera Lashes liner in Sugar Rush packaging, but I believe it's the same formula, it's the same price, it's the same packaging, only yellow. So I'm just going to use the one that I already have. I'm I'm going to let my first coat of mascara dry, and while I do, I'm going to go in with this. It is the Sugar Coat. This is the Velvet Liquid Lipstick in the shade Cake Pop. So there were 4 shades of this. So I am just going to go in with this really quickly. I just put on my second coat of mascara, so my makeup is done. I just want to go through the products one by one and kind of talk about my favorite and least favorite out of what I've tried. The first product I tried was the cream blush. This comes in 2 different shades and it retails for $15. I think that the packaging is absolutely gorgeous on this. I really loved the formula. I feel like it gave me a lot of color payoff compared to some other cream blushes that I have tried. And I like that the pan was a decent size so that I can stick my sponge in there, because realistically that's how I'm going to use this product. So this I really liked. I tried it out the other day and I felt like it stayed all day, which I think is a little bit hard for me for cream products in general. Generally speaking, what I will do, and that's what I did today too, is I put this on and then I just went over it really quickly with my bronzer brush. I'd already put my bronzer on, so I just kind of swiped really quickly just to kind of put a little bit of whatever, whatever was left over on that brush. I just swept it over my face. So I wasn't putting extra bronzer on or extra powder. I was just kind of setting it really quickly. I don't think it's going to do anything miraculous, so if you do have oily skin, you might have to actually set it with a translucent powder, or you can do your bronzer after that, or you can put a cream blush on top, whatever you choose to do. But I did really like this formula. The other color is one that I would normally go for, the more peachy color, and I actually kind of want to pick it up because I think it would look so pretty once I have a tan. The next thing I tried was the eyeshadow palette, or the eye and cheek palette rather. I think this packaging is nice. It's really cutesy, which I think is just part of the branding, and the actual packaging I think is good. It's nice quality. These are swatches of the shadows. So I used these 2. This is on my lid, this is in the crease, that's in the crease, and then this is on the outer corner. And then this is the blush, which I have not used this, but I think that it's really pretty. So I think that the shadows are nice quality. I wouldn't say they're the best quality I've ever used, and I certainly think that Tarte's actual shadows, like their main brand shadows, are nicer than this. The brown I thought wasn't as pigmented. I had a hard time building it up. It looks a lot darker in the pan than it does when you actually put it on your lid and try to build up pigmentation. They were nice. I just think that there's other things that are better. Again, this does come with a lower price tag, so I guess that goes along with it. And then, like I said, the blush shade I have not used on my cheeks, but it is a really pretty shade. I will for sure test it out. I'm just kind of blending it out, and it looks really pretty. It's definitely that peachy look that I usually go for. Personally, for me, I would say that this palette would be a pass for me, just because, like I said, I do like the regular Tarte shadows better. And when I look at these side by side, they have a lot of comparisons. This is the Tarte Maneater 2. It is $30, and then this is $25. The Maneater obviously does not come with a blush shade in it, but a lot of the transitions are the same. It has this one, which is Hypnotic, which reminds me a lot of Juicy. They're the like maroon shimmer shades. They do have similar transitions, like the middle shade in here and this second shade. So, and then this one and this top shade. I just think there's a lot of similarities in these palettes, that the shadow quality in the Maneater I think is better than the one in this one. And I just think they're too similar to not just spend the extra $5 and get a better quality product, in my opinion. The next product is the Precision Liner. I use this to trace my upper lash line. So I will say this, I want to say it's Hourglass maybe, has a really skinny liner like this, a kohl liner. And I totally understand if you are somebody who tight lines or puts something in your waterline. That is not what I do. I never do it. But I would say if that's something you do, this would be a product that you would probably want to pick up. It's $15. It's way cheaper than the one that I'm thinking of, which I will link that one down below. I believe it's Hourglass, but it might not be. So I think for somebody who does that, this product would be amazing. But for me personally, I think the formula was really nice, and I think it's pigmented and it's really black. but I just don't do my makeup in a way that this product is something that would be in my everyday rotation. So I think it's good quality, and if it's something that you would normally use, I would recommend it for you. And then last but not least is the Sugar Coat liquid lipstick, the Velvet liquid lipstick. Velvet is definitely a really good word to describe this. It has a super duper sweet scent. It smells like just pure sugar. I like the applicator. I think that it was nice and pigmented and opaque, but it is so comfortable, and it is matte. What I will say, it is not transfer proof. So you can see it's not a ton, but it definitely has some transfer, which is fine with me. That's not a big deal. I like the color, and the fact that it's comfortable is way more important to me than having it not transfer. I just do not like when it dries down, and I just feel like the life is sucked out of my lips. So this is kind of a product that you can get the matte look without having the uncomfort out of it. I would say I probably wouldn't wear a really bold color in this formula just because I'd be worried about it kind of getting out of my lip line. But for a color like this, I think it's gorgeous. It faded really nicely too, and then I also have applied on top of it throughout the day, and I think that it applied nicely again, which is something that liquid lipstick does not do. So for me, this is definitely one of my favorite products. I think my two favorites were this and the cream blush, and I think if I had to choose, I'd probably say the lip, which I'm surprised about. I was actually kind of expecting not to like this, so I was pleasantly surprised. Alrighty guys, those are my final thoughts on everything that I've tried so far from this brand. They do have a lot of other stuff. They have some like cutesy accessories, they have skincare, and then they have some other makeup products that I just couldn't get my hands on, or I just knew I wasn't interested in. But I do hope that this video was helpful for you. Let me know down below if you're planning on trying this out. If you have tried out the brand, what have you tried? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know all the things down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.